Good day, everyone. Good day, ma'am. So, by the way, my name is Judy Silsilagan, the last reporter of Group 4 under the topic of administering, analyzing, and improving test. So, my topic is all about improving test items. Improving test items, item analysis enable the teachers to improve and enhance their skills in writing test items. So, why this could be enhancement for the teachers? So because it is a very challenging task for the teacher. Okay? To improve multiple choice test items, we shall consider the stem of the item. So that would be the question part, the distractors or the miscade options for those na hindi tama yung mga sagot. The distractors and the key answers, of course. And examples, in example number 1, a class is composed of 40 students divided into group, two group. So option B is the correct answer based on the given data and on the table. So as a teacher, what would you do with these test items? Okay, so now, here we can understand if ano ba talaga ang gagawin natin for those particular items based on the value presented on the table. So, okay, so we all know that uh, we are going to total the upper group. 3 plus 10 plus 4 plus 3 is equivalent 20. And in the lower group, 4 plus 4 plus 8 also equivalent 20. Okay, so 20 plus 20 is equals to 40. Equals 40. And bakit 40? Because we have 40 students. So 40 students yung pinag-uusapan. Diba? As you can see in the example. Okay, so first, we have to here. So we have to compute the difficulty index. So how are we going to compute it? First, we have to get the small letter n. Okay, so which is, when we see small letter n, the small letter n here is for those students who got the answer in the upper group and the lower group. So n equals 10 plus 4 is equals to 40. And the capital N is equals to 40. So why is it 40? Because that would be the number of the students who take the exam. And then follow the solution. A formula. So our formula here is the summation of f is equals small n over capital N. Then substitute. 14 divided by 40 is equals 0.35 or 35%. And then right after computing the difficulty index, we have to compute now the discrimination index. Okay, so here in discrimination index, we have to we have also a CUG is equals 10, CLG is equals 4. The which is in the CUG for those student for those students who got the correct answer in the upper group and the lower group. And we have D is equals 20. So, bakit 20 yung D natin? Bakit 20 lang? Because the number either upper group or the lower group na gina-add natin before, so the upper is 20 and the lower is 20. So, therefore, the capital letter D is equals 20. Now, substitute. Okay, this our formula. The DI is equals CUG minus CLG divided by D. And then substitute 10 minus 4 equals 6. Then 6 divided by 20 equals 0.3 or 30%. Then we have to check the interpretation sa discrimination index. Do not interpret it basing on the difficulty index. So in our difficulty index, we have to really check the value, because in checking the value, we have to use our table for us to check kung ano yung interpretation, because the interpretation part is very important. So, anong importante man ang interpretation part, ang interpretations? It's because the interpretation will be our feedback on how to deal with the particular item. So, check the value for DF and check also the value of DI. So, the DF is mauna ang ato ang difficulty index, and DI is mauna ang ato ang discrimination index. And right after that, to get now the interpretations of the value by checking the interpretations of the table that presented. Right after, we have to analyze. So in example number 1, make an analysis about the level of difficulty, discrimination, and distractors. So letter A, only 35 of the examinees got the answer correctly, hence the item is difficult. Okay, so in letter B, more students from the upper group got the answer correctly, hence it's a positive discrimination. So tama, 'di ba? Bakit dahil mas marami yung mga students nga nakakuha ng tamang sagot sa upper group compared to the lower group. Okay, in letter C, retain option A, C, and E because most of the students who did not perform well in the overall examinations selected it. So those options attract most students from the lower group. Okay, kung titingnan natin yung example natin sa table, meron talagang mga students na kumukuha ng score sa option A, C, and E. Okay? So, therefore, we have to retain it, and by sa option. Okay, so in conclusion, retain the test item but change option D, make it more realistic to make it effective for the upper and lower groups. So at least 5% of the examinees choose the incorrect answer. So para masabi natin na okay na yung distractor, as we all know, there are no students, 0 yung nandyan sa table sa option D. So, walang student na nakakuha ng tamang sagot sa option D. So, maybe, in other word, we need to change that option. So, that is why it is the right answer is, or yung option natin is color. Dapat color yung ilagay natin. So, therefore, all the options are color. So, di ba, like, for example, the answer of the particular question is color red. So, dapat ang mga choices are sa letter A, green, letter B, red, which is the correct answer, sa letter C, black, and the letter D, orange. So, di ba, masyadong malayo yung letter D. So, that is why alam ng mga students na color yung sagot. So, walang pipili kay letter D. So, that make it 0. Okay, so, again, we need to, in writing, in order for us to improve our test item, we need to, we really have to look our options well. Okay, see, so example number 2, same steps on how to get the difficulty index and the discrimination index. Okay, so in conclusion, example number 2, revise the option by modifying option B and E. So these are my references po, ma'am. And that would be all. Thank you.